Hey, it's Eric here at Peachtree Classic Cars with a 1953 Ford F-100, and this one's got a Pontiac steering wheel, Trans Am, Camaro front clip, a 350 V8 automatic, power steering, power disc brakes, and this is our shop truck here at the shop. It's got our logo on the side. It comes off real easy, but it's super cool looking, and you could put your own shop truck on it, logo on it if you wanted to, or of course you're welcome to leave ours. But the cool thing is everything works on this truck. It runs, drives good. It sounds mean. It sounds nice, awesome. And let's take it for a spin, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Shifts through the gears nice and smooth. Keeping my speed down here in the neighborhood. Steers perfectly straight, of course. It's got, you know, independent front suspension and power steering. Steers real nice and easy. It's an easy driving truck. This is a truck you can just jump in and drive home. Or you know, drive anywhere you want. That's what we love about having a shop truck like this around the truck, running to the store with it and everything. Stop up here and let you. Great sounding exhaust. Sounds like a dang race car almost. Just got the exhaust tips coming out the side. And I just love trucks like this. They're so much fun. You know, you don't have to worry about ding, dents, or scratch because it's already got all those. You get the hood open with one hand, which is kind of nice. Good running truck. Rust-free firewall. I'm gonna shut the engine off so we can hear. It's a little noisy. We put some brand new valve covers and air cleaner on it, but other than that, decided to stay away from the idea of doing an engine detail. A lot of times we'll tear these things down and make them look like brand new, but I just felt like that didn't go with the truck, and I wanted to leave it alone. So it's an older, we looked at the numbers on the back. It's an older 350, but it's still a 350 V8. It's got a 2-barrel carburetor on it. Looks really cool under the hood here, and just a good driving truck. One of the things that I like about trucks like this is what we kind of always want to keep one of these around. We call it, you know, kind of a shop rat rod style shop truck. You know, it's got, you know, bruises, it's got some rust here and there all over it, and it just has a great character to it. So this is one of those trucks I really like this color, and I just about leave it alone. But one thing we had talked about if we kept it was what I always call, if you've watched some of my videos in the past, we always call it going backwards. And what I mean by that is saying, making it look a little more rustic, you know. So maybe hitting it with a DA, letting some of the steel come through, letting some of the rust spots be a little bit more evident, and letting it maybe look a little more rat roddy. So instead of going the direction of a more clean restoration, my thoughts on this one is maybe either leave it alone and don't do anything to it at all, or just put your own shop logo on it if you want to, or take my phone number off and leave that. It's a really cool looking logo there, and nice little rustic. You take my phone number off if you don't want to advertise for me, or you can leave it on there if you want to, but it's kind of a cool looking little shop truck the way it is. But it comes off real easy. Put your own logo on it, drive it like it is. It needs absolutely nothing to be enjoyed, just like it is. That being said, like I said, to me, instead of going forward with it and trying to make it all perfect, go backwards with it, you know. Rough some of this stuff up, let some of the rust come through, give it a little bit more of a patina. It's got a little crumple here where it got ran into, a little spot there, spot of rust down at the bottom, with some filler on it. You know, one of the things that we didn't want to do, and I'm grateful that the previous owner didn't do, is, you know, like fill things like this with Bondo. We don't do stuff like that. I'd rather leave it alone. The rust is its own character. Tells its own story about the truck. So This is not a Bondo bucket. It's not all filled up with Bondo. So, of course, this is a mid-1960s logo on the side, or emblem on the side, which honestly doesn't look so bad. Somebody else put that on there, and we decided to just leave it. So, bumper's been deleted on the front, welded in with some spots. That's one of the things I like, is things like that I might consider doing, putting the bumper back on. Some paint cracks here with a little skim coat, you can see. And as we go around it, bottom of the doors got rust, you know, across the bottom, a little crusty, you know, rusted out spot. Back of the cab corner, same thing. Side pipes are hooked up there, and they look good. Brand new set of 20-inch wheels, brand new tires, and it's a $2,000 in wheels and tires on this thing. They're brand new. Bottom of the fender here, you know, with the crusty. So all the way around, you know, it looks like that. And that is just, I'll tell you what's funny is sometimes we raise our eyebrows at these things and we put them up for sale. These are sometimes the very first trucks that sell, a lot faster than the nice ones that, you know, are all well polished, because who cares about throwing concrete back here, or who cares about throwing cinder blocks or mulch, you know, for the garden, or 2x4s or whatever. So this is a very drivable truck. We take it to the shop, you know, super easy. You can go 90, or well, you shouldn't be going 90 maybe, but in other words, it drives normal highway speeds. You know, you can easily do 70 miles an hour in it. You know, interior, these are orderable on these little panels right here. You can get them on lmctruck.com, and they're not very expensive, about $7 each. They just screw right back on. I do like the fact that they left the dash alone, whoever did the restoration. We did not do this restoration, by the way. We did not put this truck together. We just put our logo on the side of it a while back. So tilt steering, like I said, you know, power steering in here. None of the original gauges are functional. All the gauges down below are, I believe the sending unit might be hooked up backwards on the fuel, so that might be the only one not working. And I believe even the heater turns on, but I can't guarantee it. Let's see. You can hear it trying to engage, but let's just say that the heater doesn't work. I thought it did. I do know the wipers work. Let's see if we can turn those on real quick. I believe those are electric wipers, so that's nice. So headliner's missing. If you want to put that in, you could. Seat's got a nice cover to it. This is a 53, so the original positioning of the gas tank is actually underneath, and it's still there, which I really like. Gives a lot of room back here. You get the stereo equipment if you want. You can scoot the seat farther back, call it the tall man's package. I like doing that. I'm 6'3", and I like scooting that seat back farther when I can. So like I said, power disc brakes on the front, power steering. This is such a cool truck. I love these things. Looking up underneath the truck, of course, this fuel tank actually is probably not original. Looks like somebody probably replaced that a while back. And just your usual, let's see if I can get way up under here and show these floor pans. Actually not in bad condition. There's a lot of, you know, some grease there and stuff, but look, there's the floor pan right there. This is typical surface rust. One thing I did appreciate about this, somebody really went above and beyond blocking this clip in. And that's not common. Usually, and you can go back and look at some of my other videos, usually these clips are kind of just quasi welded in, and that's something that a lot of people will criticize. But somebody really spent the time to block weld this in and take that seriously. It's even got the original spare tire back here, which is kind of cool. I believe that's still the Camaro or GM rear end. And of course you can see that the frame itself is solid. And I don't see any rust on the frame. I really love these trucks. I love pulling up at the shops and shows and kind of having that rat rod shop truck look. There's some spots of rust here. Actual floor pans themselves are in pretty good shape. And this side you don't have the fuel tank obstructing the camera, so you can really see this frame. There's a little tingly noise. Notice it depends on the idle of the truck. When you're driving down the road you don't hear it, but if it's just sitting at idle, you can kind of, something down here might be going tingle 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 every once in a while. You could probably hear it in the video at the beginning, but you can see nice solid frame. Very, very cool. Windows actually roll up and down pretty easy. The doors open and close pretty good. Might be a good thing to you know, put oh, it's even got seat belts to put you know, maybe some new weather stripping. So one of the things, it's a bummer that we're going through what we're going through, especially economically with this coronavirus, but the upside is I'm getting a lot of phone calls and talking to a lot of people who are into antique cars and trucks, and being quarantined at home means buying a vehicle like this is a great way to, you know, have some time with your father-son project or father-daughter. I've got 2 girls, and my girls enjoy coming out to the garage with me, helping me change wheels out. They would love to take the sander to this thing and make it their own. And so what a great way to spend time in a quarantine, you know, remembering the good old days, working on an old truck like this, making this, you know, getting you and your buddies around the shop and making this a shop truck like this, putting your own personal touch on it. Like I said, it needs nothing to be enjoyed like it is, but this would make a great, fun, kind of a project to keep on, you know, plugging away at. What is it that you want to do to make it your own? So PeachTreeClassicCars.com is our website. Give us a call. I don't expect this truck to last very long. They sell real quick when we have them. When we have them like this. It's got the look, it's super cool, drives great, really ready for the road.